Hello everyone, welcome to a YouTube channel, Learn Electronics India. So friends, we have come with very new series called Basic Electronics, where we learn about all the electronic components one by one, and we do some cool project with respect to each and every component. So let's not waste much of our time and let's jump into the session. So friends, before we gonna start our session, here I have a small, simple puzzle for you. So like what you do is just pause the video and I want you to spot the spelling which is wrong in this 5 different electronic components or electronic terms that I have given. Cool. I hope you have already got it. You are right. It's battery. So friends, today we are going to learn about battery. And when you discuss about battery, there are 2 terms that you need to know. That is voltage and current. So as we all know, battery is like the main source when you're doing your entire electronic project or electronic design. So in order to know battery, you need to know 2 terms, that is voltage and current. So what does this voltage and current mean? So to have this more clarity, we have an analogy called water analogy. So where we compare the entire system with respect to the system of water. Let me give you more clarity. And if you can see this image on the left side, we have a water tank where you have water in it and a pipeline through which the water goes and a tap at the bottom where we collect the water into the bucket. So this resembles your entire electric circuit, which is exactly on the right. So where the water in the water tank is voltage and the flow of this water we call as current. Very simple. I repeat it again. The water in this water tank is called as voltage and the flow of this water into the pipe we call it as current. So now to have more clarity on current, if you see this tab where you have more water coming out, then you can say you have more current. If the tap is having less water coming out, then you say the battery or the system or the circuit having the less current flowing out. Hope you have got the clarity on what does voltage mean and what does current mean. So now if I compare and put it the terms as such, like the higher potential, the terms on each and every with respect to the water analogy and the circuit. So where the water in the water tank is compared to with the voltage in the battery, the flow of water is compared to with the current in the circuit. So the top or the higher potential is positive and the bottom or the lower potential is negative. The pipeline we have in the water analogy is like the connecting wire that we use in the circuit. So the wheel that is rotating in this particular image is the LED that we are using here. And the entire water tank constitutes to be the battery for your system. Superb. So now let's move to the activity. So before moving to the activity, I want to give you more clarity on what does a circuit mean. Yes, so circuit is nothing but a closed path where you have a source and a load. So source constitutes to be a battery or the direct supply that you give from your line. So that is the source, and load is the place where you get your output. So it may be an LED, it may be a motor or anything. So this is how, and please note that a circuit is a closed path. I mean, you need to have a closed system from source to load. So now today we are going to design a simple circuit. So to make an every or any circuit, you need to know the symbols that we use for particular components. So since it's our very first class, we're going to learn 2 symbols today, and we learn more and more in our coming sessions. So let's make sure that we have these 2 symbols with us now. So that is battery and an LED. So now I want you to design your very first circuit. That is a simple circuit. So before designing, before you're putting your own design, I want you to give you a small brief on how to make your dream circuit. I mean, how to make your idea to a product, a good electronic product. So there are 4 steps to make a project or to get your product out. That is, you need to first put the circuit of that particular product on the paper. I mean, you need to draw a circuit diagram, followed by you need to do some simulation. So simulation platform, there are many simulation platform. If you're new to our channel, please visit. We have done a beautiful series on Tinkercad where you can learn a very simple simulations very clearly. And once you have done the simulation, we will move to the prototype model. Prototype model is nothing but a small model which resembles your entire product or entire design. And after that final design where you put your uh, product out, it's like just putting your PCB and soldering and all those things. So since our first design is on making your simple circuit, if you can see this picture, I will just come back and I want you to pause the video and try to draw your own circuit. Just take a pen and paper, just put it on the paper. Come on. Yes, you are right. So if you have drawn your circuit with the paper with the pen on your paper, just check if it is right or wrong. So where you connect the positive terminal to one end of the LED to the positive end of the LED, and negative terminal, the smaller leg or the smaller line, to the negative end of the LED. So now once you're done with doing the circuit, we do a simulation model. So I have done the simulation model using the platform called Tinkercad. I will just show you that. So this is the model that we have done. So this is very simple. So as I have said you, like we have done a good series on Tinkercad on our channel. Please visit that, or else I will show you this quick model how to do that. Come on. So just click on to Tinkercad and open and just get your login credentials. And after that, when you like, there is a search bar here, and search which electronic component that you need. For suppose here I have used a battery. So select battery. So when you click on battery, you can see these batteries popping out. So take the respective battery, followed by we need an LED, which is the load here. So click on LED. So then you will have your LED. And then like you need to drag it out, then you get the respective component out. So now in order to connect that, so here what we do is we'll just connect. We need to click on one end and followed by the other end of the terminal. So anode will be connected to the anode, and the cathode, which tells the negative component, negative terminal, to the cathode. And once you're done with your entire circuit, on the top right, you have a button where it says start simulation. Just click on that. Your simulation gets started. So then you can see this LED glowing, right? Cool. So once we have done the simulation model, now we will go for doing our prototype model. So I will just show my prototype model. So to do your prototype model, you need some components. So these are those 4 components that you need. That is, you need a battery holder, you need a battery, you need an LED, and some connecting wires to connect the entire circuit. So I have done this video. If you can see this video, I have just placed the battery holder in the battery, the battery in the battery holder, and followed by just made the circuit connection such a way that I complete the circuit design. So you can even directly take the 3.3 volt, that is CR2032 is the battery name, or 3-volt battery. So you just take the battery and attach the positive terminal to the positive end and negative terminal to the negative end. You can see your LED glowing. So now I have a doubt in this session. What is that, sir? Chalo, I will tell you. So if I use a 9-volt battery instead of this 3-volt battery, what happens? Let us see. So I check for 9-volt battery. So when I click for battery and there is a 9-volt battery here, I just drag it out and I connect the negative terminal to the negative terminal, positive terminal to the positive terminal. And when I start the simulation, you can see this LED just burned out. So what is the solution? Chalo, give me the solution in the comment section, and we will discuss about this particular problem on our next session, and hope you like our session. Thank you for watching, and please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you have any doubt, just paste it in the comment section. And if you like this video, please like it. Thank you for watching.